Hey guys, welcome back to my channel today. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 5 things that you will be very surprised I will be skipping on this upcoming holiday season. If you guys are not familiar with anti-haul videos, I do love doing these from time to time as well and just explaining my thoughts as to why I will be passing on these items. Primarily it's because I have a lot of makeup already and I'm really trying to make my new buys mostly things that I'm like super excited about. These things, unfortunately, not so much. Now let's get into the 5 holiday releases that I will not be purchasing. I'm just gonna pull all the information from TrendMood1's Instagram. That is the Instagram account that I look at for all the new upcoming releases. The first item you guys will be very shocked with, and this is the new Fenty Beauty Glossy Posse. This is a mini gloss bomb collection for the holidays. It does say there is one repeat shade in here, which is Fussy, but they do also have what looks like 4 new shades. So that is something I will commend Fenty Beauty for sure. I know for myself, a lot of these holiday kits are so repetitive, same thing as kind of being in the sets, or nothing new in the sets. It's just like bestsellers in a box set, which would be a different type of gift for somebody perhaps that is trying out the brand for the first time, but certainly not someone that already has the collection or the items already. So for myself, I actually have these 2 Gloss Bomb shades already. This one is called Diamond Milk and this one is called Fenty Glow, and these are really nice products. But I must say, because I have so many other glosses in my collection, I'm not using them as much as I would like to. So because of that, I certainly don't need mini sizes of these glosses, even if they are new shades, because these are clearly sitting in my collection, and although they are a hit in my collection, they're not being used up even like these full-size ones that I already know I love. I also do have the shade Fussy, but to further prove my point, I can't find it anywhere. I don't know if it's sitting in one of my drawers completely lost or if it's in my purse or something, but I know I have that other shade in a full size, so if I can't find things now as well, it's just further proof that I certainly don't need this. Okay guys, this next one is going to be very surprising to you, and that's because I love Charlotte Tilbury. But, we do have a new lip gloss from her Lip Lustre line in Pillowtalk. To be honest, her Lip Lustre line is not my favorite gloss. It is one that's a little bit more sticky than some of the other glosses I have, like for instance the Fenty. I mean, this one is definitely not sticky, but what you guys will be interested in that I'm not getting is the palette of pops, and she is calling this Pillowtalk as well, and it looks like there is a quad with 4 pop shades. If you guys are unfamiliar with Charlotte Tilbury's quads, she does have a pop shade in every single one of them. So this is Pillowtalk, and as you can see, the pop shade is right here. So for myself, knowing her, she probably is going to put this pop shade from Pillowtalk into a quad. It's not going to be interesting someone like me who already has a lot, right? So I'm going to assume based on this picture that that top right is got to be Pillowtalk's actual pop shade already, if not very, very close. So it hasn't been confirmed if it's all 4 shades that are new or not, but knowing Charlotte, I feel like she's going to be repeating it. So that to me is already my first kind of like, like they're not going to be 4 new shades, although they might be, but they might not. I want to show you guys a pop quad that I have already in my collection, and this one is one that I have barely used. So that tells me as a consumer that even though I love these, I'm not typically grabbing these as much as I would like, which means I really shouldn't be buying another one. So this one is called Supersonic Girl. So even though this is a quad of different shades, for me, I feel like with Charlotte Tilbury, especially recently, it's been very disappointing seeing some of her releases because I do feel like it's along the same lines of stuff that she's already done. To me, it seems like she has created every possible shade of pink there is, but that might be an unpopular opinion and maybe very brash to some of you. So know that I love her and her brand, and I'm saying this candidly. If you guys disagree, you are definitely allowed to. But for me, I feel like, you know what, between this quad that I already have that's just like a pop quad, like the pop shades are all 4 of these shades, plus I have the Pillowtalk quad, I'm kind of like, like this one isn't super exciting to me. If she puts out a different palette, perhaps that will interest me, but this quad certainly doesn't. Now let's talk about a palette that I quickly touched on that I was going to be passing on, on. And we do have some more pictures of this one now thanks to Trend Mood's Instagram. This is the Too Faced Gingerbread Extra Spicy palette, and I'm gonna actually show this picture on the screen here, but the main difference I can see right away is that there are more mattes in this extra spicy palette versus the one that I have here, which is last year's. This is the Gingerbread Original palette, and honestly, you guys, it's not different enough for me to buy them both, honestly. Like, I have this one. This is a gorgeous formula, you guys. This is Too Faced's best formula. I love the fact that it has like the tin packaging and it's incredibly cute. It does have a smell. It's kind of like cocoa versus gingerbread, I would say. It's more so on like a chocolatey side, but it does smell a little bit like gingerbread, but not quite. So this is a definite beautiful palette, but as you can see, there are very, very few shades that are truly unique between them. And I did talk about this in my other video where I talked about a lot of the holiday releases coming up. And this is a release, you guys, that I feel like Too Faced has. I feel like we deserve a lot more as a consumer, to be honest. If they're gonna put out their best formula in like the tin packaging, which they do, and they decided to just switch up a few shades and call it extra spicy, ugh. Now let's quickly talk about the mini gold from Natasha to Nona. This is now officially going to be a pass for me. I just wanted to update you guys on that. This is another palette that I did talk about in my holiday video, and I was very torn in that video as to whether I should purchase it or not, knowing that Natasha to Nona was going to come out with a bigger palette, and she has. She has announced it. It is going to be the Metropolis palette. This video, when it's live today, will be the first day that it will be on sale, I believe, according to Natasha to Nona's team. I think there's going to be 20 some shades in this palette, so I'm super excited. They are smaller pans than their full-size palettes like this, so they are going to be smaller panned shades, which is totally fine with me because I haven't hit pan on any of these yet, so that's okay. It does make the price a little bit better too, even though it's ultra luxury. But this is the gold palette from her, and like, I feel like between the gold shades that I have in this palette, the matte browns, things like that, I am incredibly content with this palette. Certainly won't need the mini gold one. The olive matte green is just not enough for me to buy it. And her minis have been so inconsistent that I'm just like, nope. All good. I'm definitely going to splurge for the Metropolis one, but I'm certainly not going to buy both because that is crazy. So I'm going to be buying the Metropolis one. Definitely stay tuned for a review on that one. I will be comparing it to all of the other Natasha palettes I have, but I made the right decision for myself when it comes to skipping one of them. The mini gold, not for me. The Metropolis, I'm super excited to test out. Now, one other palette that also has basically just made me yawn when I saw it, just to be totally frank, is the Urban Decay Honey palette. This is the, the Naked Honey palette. There we go. This will be released, oh my word, let's see. It says on Trend Mood's Instagram, it will be September 13th. So we do have a few days yet, but this is something, once again, I feel like we have so many dupable shades in here. This to me, oh my gosh, I don't see anything truly unique about this palette. The only thing I think of when I think of something like this is basically a beginner going into makeup. That is who I see for a palette like this, because here's to hoping that the quality is the same as the original Naked palettes. That's a very nice beginner-friendly quality of formula. If you have a collection that consists probably of at least 6 palettes, you certainly won't need this. But again, this is me just telling you guys my perspective. If this gives you joy, it's a die-hard palette that is different, but for me, I'm literally gonna be so firm with myself this holiday because this is a season where people go absolutely ham on spending money, and I am certainly not gonna be doing that myself. It's just not interesting to me, and that is why I'm not gonna purchase it, but I would encourage all of you guys, especially if you have been someone like me that's been kind of struggling with having a lot of makeup in your collection, just really take a look at that and evaluate if it's just because it's new that you're wanting it, or like the packaging, or is it truly like a palette you could see yourself grabbing like so much, you know? Then you can decide for sure if you're gonna buy it. I wanna quickly update you guys on one thing that I got a lot of questions of on my holiday video, and that is the Hourglass palette. So we do have a little bit more information on this, and I will be picking up this palette, you guys. There's also a whole collection as well. So this is something to me like, It truly sparks joy. I already love their hourglass powders. I'm so excited for this. This is something like, yes, you know, and that's how makeup should be. So this is the Ghost Face Palette, and I believe it has new shades as well as old shades. It will be available September 27th at Harvey Nichols, which I believe is a UK company. So we don't know what it's going to be like for the US or Canada yet, but I do know that it's going to be available September 27th at Harvey Nichols. There's also going to be a blush quad if you're interested in just the blushes, because typically these palettes have like a setting powder, a bronzer, some blushes, a highlight, you know, things like that. But this is just a blush quad, so that is awesome. And it also comes with a Confession lipstick, I believe. Yes, it looks like the Confession lipstick, which is one of my favorite formulas of all time. So I'm super excited for that. They do have a Scattered Light eyeshadow trio. This is something I'm kind of on the fence with because I do have a pot of the Scattered Light. I think I have it in foil, which is a gold, and I do like it, but I don't know how much I use it. So this might be, if anything, the thing that I skip, but those other three things I'm all over. So I'm super excited for that too. Thank you so much for watching this video today, guys. I really hope I gave you a lot to think about. Let me know down below, are any of these products going to be things you are going to be buying? Let me know down below as well if you guys are interested in more like smart makeup buying type videos, and also if you guys like anti-hauls just as much as haul videos. I'd be super interested in that too. Until my next one, guys, take care. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.
You and me, everything that we've been through has made us strong. You won't believe we've had our gray, but somewhere there's a light inside of us. It shows the way.